All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the second stream of the day. Working hard on this commercial game in 2 weeks challenge. So for those that don't know, I'm trying to make a game that I can sell on Steam and itch.io in 2 weeks. I am almost 1 week into it. I'll be 1 week into it tomorrow. So I've got tonight and a week to finish it. And I'm basically building upon my Ludum Dare 51 entry, Smack Demon, which is this game here. And so it's going to be it's a turn-based game that centers around necromancers. And basically you summon skeletons and have to fight enemies. And the goal is to make it strategic. Kind of like a chess kind of strategic, you know, where you have to sort of make a careful move. But the game's not quite there yet. And what we're going to do is we are going to see how we can make the game fun. We're going to figure out what's missing right now. I have a bunch of content built. And so just trying to figure out how to massage that content into a formula that makes the game fun. So that's what we're going to be focused on. So I think the first thing that I want to do is let's get rid of the mage here. So I need to change the roguelike elements, and that's the other thing. There's roguelike elements here. So basically, at the end of each level, you will have the option to choose between a minion upgrade or get a new skill. So can either get a teleport. I'm going to add a new one actually, which is going to be the Summon Skeleton Archer ability definition. You'll start with the ability to summon a skeleton warrior. And then I need to make some more traits as well, but we're going to play test the game a bunch tonight and just tweak things as we see them. See if we can get the game into a good state. All right, so let's play through the game as if we were actually playing. So I'm going to go ahead and summon Skeleton Warrior, send him that direction. So I think... So one problem here is that there's not much threat on the Necromancer. So I think I need to make the Necromancer... The Necromancer needs to have like 1 HP or something. And then we should be able to, and then he should just die in one hit. Okay, so we killed all those things. We can grab Summon Skeleton Archer, or we can grab this minion upgrade, which this increases health thing right here doesn't work. So let's grab the Skeleton Archer. Okay, and I just developed this guy this afternoon, so I can shoot an arrow in that direction, and it moves 1 turn at a time. Let's go ahead and slap with that guy right there. I think it would be good maybe if the imps had a melee ability as well, so let me write this down. So if I said imp melee ability... There's right now, I think the big issue is that there's not enough threat on the board. Oops. I need to be able to deselect my currently selected ability and just generally make ability input a little bit nicer. Man, this juicy and impactful. I need a tutorial. Someday. I'm not even done adding all the polish and stuff. We could maybe do a death animation today. I don't know, we'll see. My primary goal for tonight's stream is just to like, let's see if we can get some like massive work done in terms of improving the engagement of the game and how fun it is, right? Oof. Okay, so that guy died, which is good, so I can summon another one. Oh, we should implement a... Let's implement a summon cap. We'll implement a summon cap, so you can't have too many minions out. And perhaps that will have to be gated behind an upgrade, so gated behind upgrade. Sorry, I'm just writing these things down in my pen and paper notebook. Because apparently I still live in the Stone Age and don't know what digital notes are. Okay. Oh, now the cat wants up. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. So we got those upgrades. So let's take the swap ability. And so now I can cast a skeleton and I can swap places with him. Uh-oh, maybe that was not a great idea. Eek. So I'm kind of curious in making this a more hardcore game. Like, let's give the Necromancer one HP, and then give the player a bunch of tools to avoid damage, right? All right, so let's do that first. So the couple things that I want to experiment with is let's give the Necromancer 1 HP. One. And then, okay. And then let's give the Imp a melee attack and see what that does. And that should be as easy as adding the melee ability here. And then, if I was designing this for a more full release, I would make it so that any ability can be used by any entity. And then when I'm doing the AI, I would give the ability like a scoring mechanism so that I could just throw abilities on an entity and it would automatically decide what it wants to do. But I am not doing that, so I kind of have to write my logic just sort of as I want to. Udemy course has some very good effects. Magic after you implement it. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. Let's, time for a shameless plug. If you're interested in learning how to make a complete 2D platformer game in the Godot engine, you can go check out my Udemy course. The link for that is in the description. It's very cheap. I think Udemy routinely sells it for $15, 15 US dollars, or regional equivalent, so take a look at that. Thank you for reminding me to market, Felipe. Felipe. Okay, so let's figure out how we want this imp to be able to attack here. So let's grab a reference to that melee ability first. Grab a reference to that melee ability, and then in my attack, what I'm gonna do is, I guess I'll have to choose whether I want to do a fireball or not. Get valid tiles. Fireball ability, get valid tiles. Let's do this. Var. Let's just see if we do it randomly, if that's gonna feel good. Okay. Let's see. So if should fireball, we'll just go ahead and put this in here. Else, Well, maybe we shouldn't do else because there has to be... There has to be an entity actually in range in order to do the melee. So let's do this actually. Let's yeah, let's do this. So var melee tiles is equal to melee ability dot get valid tiles. This will only return the tiles that contain entities within the specified range, which is in this case 1, a radius of 1. So if we say should fireball, either if the chance is less than 50%, so we'll add an element of randomness, or melee tiles dot length is equal to 0. So we want to do the fireball if there's nothing in range. Otherwise, we've got our, let's say, valid melee tiles. We'll call it that. Let's see. And then... yeah, I think basically what we do is we say, let's pick a random available melee tile. So let's go grab this. Melee, or valid melee tiles. Might as well just copy paste. Valid melee tiles, and then await melee ability dot execute tile command. And then we'll slap that target tile position in there. All right, let's see what that does for the game. If that does anything. Oh, he attacked me. Okay. Oh, no, I gotta run away. Let's do that. All right. So that's feeling better. I was feeling a little bit of pressure that time to get my necromancer out of the way. And I only have one move per turn. So I kind of have to be very careful about protecting myself. All right, that's feeling better. All right, so let me cross that off my list. So let's do... well, let's keep playing a little bit. We'll keep playing the game as if we're a real player here. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Ooh, I got away with that one. If he would have smacked me, I would have been dead. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Let's just try the minion upgrade just to test. So watch this. If I'm within range of... watch, okay. So I'm going to kill myself if I attack this thing. See? I just deleted my necromancer. So obviously there's a lot of effects that are missing. A lot of information that's missing from the player, but... all of that will be taken care of. Let's get the basics of the game down now. Again today, yes, Light. We are back. Tracing. I'm killing it. How many enemies am I planning on adding? Maybe just like 1 or 2 more. We gotta see what happens. I want to do like a final boss too, but we gotta see how the development goes. Came here to give a like before I smoke a cigar. Wow. You are having a great Sunday evening, sounds like. Ooh, once again, I made a bad decision. Could have been beaten by the imp. Ooh! Okay, so we got a crash. I don't know why I got a crash, though. I got a crash when both imps attacked the same thing. So let's put more imps on the battlefield. And we'll see what happens here, so... Come on, attack the skeleton. Okay, I don't know why that... Okay, we gotta figure out why that crash is happening. This game is very crashy. This is the most crashy game I've ever met. Parameter pointer is null. Well, that doesn't help. Parameter pointer is null. That does not help at all. That does not help at all. Okay, well, is it worth even looking at that right now? Probably not. Let's focus on what our objective is for tonight, which is to make the game more fun. We will fix the crashing later. Oh no, I'm dying. Run away. No, don't chase me. Oh, he didn't die that time. Or he didn't crash that time. So I gotta change the summon logic as well. Summon skeleton archer ability, we need to get dot where x not x. Oh wait. Whoops. I can just do this here. Is tile position occupied? Okay. We'll grab that and change that in the summon skeleton warrior as well. Okay, that should fix that issue. Let's see. Hello, Afrasaib? I just don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry. But welcome back to the stream. Glad to see you again. Alrighty, so let's attack that guy. Okay. Cannot access a disposed object. Okay, maybe that's a hint here. Is it because the skeleton, when they die, that skeleton... Let's see. Maybe they... Oh, you know what? Clear entity tile position. Where's that? Let's see if the tile position is being cleared. Okay, so it should be getting cleared here. Cannot access a disposed object. Why would that be happening? So it happened after I died. And it's being called from the enemy turn manager component. Oh. Wait a minute. Do I even know what's going on here? Oh, maybe not. So obviously that data is not being cleared from the grid. The information about the entity is not being cleared from the grid. And so there's something about this loop here that is causing an issue. It's somehow reading stale data, which I don't know how that would be happening, to be honest. Does it happen after? So if a player dies due to an enemy, and then another enemy tries to access it, but that shouldn't be... Yeah, I don't even know. I guess it's possible that in this loop, so an enemy could die during its turn, maybe? Could an enemy die during its turn? Yeah, I have no clue what's going on. I wish the errors were a little bit more helpful, but they're not that helpful when you're in like the asynchronous. When you're using asynchronous code. Crash right there. It's like a crash as soon as the player turn starts. So let's debug this a little bit. Player input manager, where is it? Or player manager component. On player turn started. Begin player turn execution. And then end player turn execution. Errors are fun, yeah. A wise man once said, I don't read compiler errors, I just go straight to the Stack Overflow. I mean, yeah, Stack Overflow is not going to help in this situation. Unfortunately for me. Errors are fun. Is Godot 3 or 4? I'm using Godot 3 for this project. Okay, I'm going to let this guy die here. Begin player turn execution, end player turn execution. So it's not there that it's happening. It's not outputting, it's not even outputting any errors when that crash happens. So I don't know how I'm supposed to debug this if there's even no errors being output. The error is in the log, it just says parameter pointer is null, which is not helpful either. So I do not know what is going on. The best thing that I can do yeah, I don't even know what to do. Begin enemy turn, and then let's print end enemy turn. All right, let's see what's happening here. Go and beat up my skeleton, little imps. One more. Let's look at our output. Okay, so it's crashing during the enemy turn. It's crashing during the enemy turn. Why would that be happening? So, obviously, so it must be during the execution of the melee ability then. Execute tile command internal. Let's see what happens here. So it's obviously doing this part, then it's awaiting this task. Entity get first node of type. Oh. Okay, I think I figured it out. So this entity... Wait, did I figure it out? Oh man, I don't think I figured it out. Trait handler handle melee attack. I don't think it's this. I'm gonna comment this out, but I don't think it's this. So let's see what happens now. Oh, man. I guess this is part of making the game fun. I mean, your game can't be fun if it crashes every 3 seconds. This is a really rough experience, though. I don't know if I'm gonna do a turn-based game again. No, I'm trapped. Okay. Go attack my Skeletrons. They're not attacking. Okay, there goes one. So it only happens during the melee attack. Maybe I should up the chance of doing a melee attack. But... let's just... Come on, just smack them. Just go smack them, little imps. Nope. Alright. Let's get rid of the fireball. I can't do that. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. My imp... Just... 0 there, and then... If should move and false. Okay, we're just gonna make it so that way it always melee attacks. That might actually present some issues. Wait, did I make it... Did I do the logic wrong? Can't even implement debug logic correctly. What am I doing? Should move and falls, so it's gonna attack. If should fireball... Oh, okay, that's right, yeah. I just need to get a skeleton within range of it. Okay, go attack. 1. All right. Begin enemy turn. Oh wait, I'm not... Oh, wait, did I never put an end enemy turn? Oh, I didn't. I thought I did. Maybe I accidentally undid it. All right, let's see. Why switch back to Godot 3 for this? Because you should use stable software for production use. And yeah, and this project was already based in Godot 3, but mostly because Godot 3 is the stable version of Godot. I can't risk, you know, Godot building a game in Godot 4 that I intend to sell, and then it just like doesn't work on people's computers because it's not bug-free yet. Could I ask how you made the God Ray effect appear when you hover over the UI to select one of 3 power-ups? Oh, in Gunforged. Yeah, I mean that's just a color rectangle in the background with a gradient shader, I believe. Gradient shader, yes, and then just show it when the mouse hovers over it. It's that simple. If the debugger in VS Code doesn't work, you can still use the native Godot debugger. Oh, interesting. That works with C#. Begin enemy turn. Okay, so it is ending. So I was correct that it wasn't here, so let's uncomment that. Is there something... Oh, target entity. Oh, it's this. Yeah. So the target entity, the reason that this is not working is because the target entity is dying. So I think this is just going to be as simple as switching the order of operations here. Okay, I think I fixed it. It's because the target entity was being killed. Actually, now that I think about it, perhaps I should... Let me think about this. Maybe instead of allowing the entity to die on the current frame... Maybe I should call this in a deferred fashion, perhaps? Owner, is this going to cause problems? Let's see. We're going to call deferred queue free on the owner, and we'll see if that fixes the issue. That might be better, actually. because that will prevent similar errors in the future. I think that's reasonable. When I'm executing the turn for an ability, I should be reasonably guaranteed that the target entity is going to exist while that turn is going. That won't be enforceable in all cases, but let's see. Oh, interesting. We got an error. Node 2D queue free method not found. Oh, right. Okay, now it should work. It didn't crash, so that's good. Come on. Smack me. There's one. Smack me again. Oh, another crash. Okay, well, I guess, yeah, I guess this is just not a good idea. So, in that case, I guess I'm not even entirely sure that this is actually the issue, so maybe I should fix this first. Damage. Okay. All right, smack me. It's still crashing. That's weird. That is very weird. Is it something else now? On enemy turn started. Okay. Very interesting, very interesting. Did I put... Let's do more GD prints. I know the prints are annoying. They're annoying me too, but the debugger is not in proper order. End. Okay. Not sure if it works. Yeah, I don't think the built-in Godot debugger works with C#. But it might. Yeah, the debugger in Godot tools doesn't work. I think that's the problem that I'm having too. Let's see. I don't care if this is something you can explain, but I recently transitioned to C# and am having trouble with arrays of nodes such as get nodes and group, not being able to use GD array functions like sort custom. I would just use link instead. Link is like C#'s sort of built-in way of manipulating collections of data. So if you want to sort something, just sort it using the C# way of sorting things. That would be my tip. All right, smack me. Go again. So it's not getting to the end here. I don't understand what is not correct here. So my hunch is that... Let's put end right there. Try it again. We're narrowing down the issue ever so slowly and painfully. We're doing it. So the end is being printed there. So the issue is it here? This task? Is this not appropriate? I don't even know. Why do I even have this? Oh, because I want to await this animation being finished. I see. I see. Oh, interesting. Well, what I might have to do is... Maybe I can't do this. Let's just remove that await right there. And let's see if that works. I suppose I could have also moved the print statement, but see what happens. If it still crashes, then we'll be all right. Crash, come on, crash! It didn't crash. G dang it. You know, that's the motto of this channel. G dang it. Can I get a G dang it in the chat, please? So for some reason, so basically what I'm doing here is I'm specifying you can await tasks, and that's sort of the way that you do asynchronous awaiting in C#, at least to my understanding. So I assign the task to a completed task first. But if I have an animator component, what I do is I say, okay, assign that task to the result of this, which is a long-running animation. It's a tween. So we've got an await down here, right? And what I'm doing is say, okay, I want this task, but I'm actually awaiting an event that happens before this task is complete, which is the attack animation halfway. And so what I do is I say, okay, well, I'll wait for that animation to be halfway done before I continue execution here, which is to spawn that floating text amount and to, you know, set up that position, and then to deal the damage, and then to shake the camera. And then I say, okay, if this task, you know, whatever this task was assigned to, let's just await that before continuing on to this. Apparently that doesn't work. So I'm not entirely sure what I need to do here, but that doesn't work. So curious what happens if I print the task. And if anyone else has any ideas of how to manage that asynchronous chain of events there, I'm all ears. Void task result. Void task result. Okay, cat. Sorry if you can hear that. Okay, you're going away. Yeah, I actually don't know how I'm going to resolve this. I don't know how I'm going to keep my order of operations without using this. Can I just do await task or task dot completed task? Does it think that this is null or something? No, I think I would have... I should have seen that, right? I would have seen an error to that effect. I'm going to try that regardless. See what happens. Smack me. Go, go, go. Alright, well, Well, this is going to be a stumper. Gee dang it, script is the worst language. Yeah, that's true. What should I do here? So I've got this attack tile, and I've got this event that happens beforehand. So one thing that I can do potentially is, instead of awaiting right here, I can just connect to the signal normally. I might have to do that. I might have to take the animator component dot connect name of animator component dot animated halfway, this name of on animated halfway, new Godot dot collections dot array. This is going to pass the target entity because that's the thing that I need to damage, and then we're going to do connect flags dot one shot so that this only handles one signal emission. And then what I can do is I can take this down here, private void on animated halfway. This is taking in a node2D target entity. I'm going to put a little guard in here, if is instance valid target entity. So if it's not valid, we'll return out of that. And then I can grab all of this good stuff here. Slap that in there. And now I should be able to remove that, and then I don't need this task anymore because I can just await right here. And remove that. Okay. So hopefully that does what I need it to do. Please stop crashing. That's all I want on this Sunday evening. Are you serious? So maybe what I was doing before actually wasn't a problem. Could this issue be an attack tile? It could be. Let's just call on animated halfway directly. I don't know, because when I removed that await task, it didn't crash, but maybe I misunderstood what was happening there. Okay, so it didn't crash there. There's an error. And it's already connected. Well, what good is the one shot if it's not going to disconnect itself? Okay, well. So maybe it is in the attack tile. Let's see. What would be going on in here, though, to cause that? Visuals root. Scale tween. I wish I knew exactly what was going on here. Let's just try this. Hey. So we're going to print hey, and then we're going to print yo. Goodness, I wish I had my debugger working. Yeah, this is pain. This is pain defined. Hello, Lynx. Welcome. Glad to see you here again. Come on, smack me. It's definitely a problem of the melee ability, that's for sure. Okay, so it is in here somewhere. Okay. So good call on that, but now we have to figure out where in the world is the problem. Face tile. Destroy idle tween. Is it this idle tween nonsense right here? I'm curious. Let's see. We'll put it up here. Position tween, scale tween, visuals root, emit animation halfway. Uh-huh. I don't see anything wrong here. Let's see if this yo gets printed. I do not have a JetBrains license, but that's good to know. Maybe I'll look into that if I actually if I need the debugging. Are you actually starting a task somewhere? Well, all of the task stuff is like implicit to C#. Pretty much. Hey yo, so that's fine. I think the void task result is just the task doesn't... You just awaited a function that doesn't return anything. That's what I think anyway. I wonder if it's this toSignal. Is this a problem? That might be a problem. Let's print yo right here. Scale tween, tween property, visuals root. Oh man, unless the visuals root is not set for some reason. Let's just do this as well. gd.print is instance valid visuals root. We'll just give that a try. We should see true and then yo. Classic debug messages. So I'd printed true then yo for the first attack, and then true and... This is bizarre. I am at a loss for words. I don't see anything in here that would be causing that problem. Let's print the scale tween. So it works for the first one, right? The first enemy that attacks, true then yo. Okay, that's fine. Then true, then nothing. So that means that between somewhere in here, it's breaking. But I don't know why. Why would it work for the first one, but not for the second one? There's nothing in here that... Oh, you know what? Maybe... No, there's nothing in here that references anything that should be gone. Wow. Okay, well... Let's see what happens. I'm going to print the scale tween now. See if that scale tween for some reason is not configured properly. Baffling. Baffling, I say. So, the scene tree tween is okay. So it's literally this line right here that's breaking for some reason. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. Huh. Very peculiar. Maybe I do I need... I don't think I need to return... No, it's breaking right here. A signal awaiter. Does it not like to await tweens for some reason? No, it should be fine. Huh. Yeah, it works the first time and then it doesn't work the second. It works obviously... Or it stops working after the thing dies. Like, I bet you if I just remove the damage... Well, no. Is that right? Where's my melee ability? Where do I actually do the damage? So the damage happens in here. Get first node of type, damage. So I bet you if I remove the damage, it'll be fine. But again, I don't understand. This shouldn't be causing the animation to break after I delete the target entity, because the animation doesn't reference anything about the target entity. It's just like a predefined go to this tile, you know? So what is happening? What is happening? Oh, and my necromancer died. It's okay. I don't have a failure condition in the game yet, so I can just keep hopping along. Yeah, so it doesn't crash there. So it only crashes after I remove, or after I destroy the entity. What in the world? Is there any way to step into that 2 signal thing? No, I don't have the debugger doesn't work. Hello, my name is EA Executive. You want to make the game fun? Simple, just add microtransactions at every step of the way. Oh my goodness. Hey Leonardo, do you think it's worth to use TDD on Godot? I don't think test-driven development for solo projects is a good idea. That's my opinion. Maybe if you have some really critical code that needs to be tested. But like if you have like a complex simulation game and you need to make sure that some calculations work as expected, then perhaps it would be a good idea in that case. But yeah, I just feel like with games you can just like play it and see if it's working properly, right? I think to put a little bit more into that thought, I think the main thing I'm opposed to is that it slows you down quite substantially to have to develop tests alongside what you're developing for your game. And me personally, that's just like a slowdown that's too costly. Like I'd rather just make the game and, you know, and sure, I might run the risk of not catching some bugs, right, in an ideal testing scenario, but I think that's worth the trade-off of the amount of time it takes to develop the tests. But again, if it's something that helps you in your workflow, then definitely go for it. And if you're interested in seeing what that flow looks like, or what it looks like to use test-driven development, then you should definitely give it a shot and see what you think about it. What if you don't do damage but still get first node of type? Let's try it. Let's try it out. Let's give it a shot. Frame perfect inputs. Oh yeah, that's a good case for it. But yeah, I think generally games are just changing so much that you'd be writing tests all the time. Okay, so that worked. That get first node of type. So this damage is the thing that's breaking. What is going on? What happens if I never queue free it? Let's never queue free the skeleton when he dies. This is just a supremely bizarre error. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, no crash there either. Only as soon as I queue free it does it become a crash. and it crashes in here. It crashes in the melee ability of the imp, which isn't even being deleted. Let's just go and look at this a little bit more. So we're attacking that tile position to world center. So yeah, there's nothing in here that's referencing. There's nothing in here that's referencing the deleted entity. It's literally just you pass in a tile position, which is a vector 2, which isn't going to be deleted, and the animation is just animates according to the tile position that you pass in, and it just doesn't. I don't know what's going on. That's so strange. Thwarted again. I'm starting to wonder if it's just some kind of like Godot bug. Like, I wonder if it's getting confused somehow by all of the asynchronous operations. Obviously, that's a very technical explanation. What was I doing? I gotta go to my health component here. Where is it? Oh, I already put the cue free back in. Okay. Interesting. Is there something wrong with... Yeah, I'm at a loss. I have no clue what's going on here. I have absolutely no idea. I have no clue. Is there, let's see. Frame perfect plus Godot physics is not a thing, but yeah, I think it could be done. You need to make your own very limited physics system. Oh, okay, gotcha. Also, liked the extra controls. I did that for Sword Slinger. I integrated a different physics solution because Godot physics was not quite deterministic. Is there some weirdness with queue-free and async stuff? I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And, well, you know, here's one thing. I was, sorry, I'm just thinking. I do need to do a death animation for entities, and so I think what I might do, this is kind of hacky, but if the problem is that it's being queue-freed in the middle of this like async context, which I have no clue why that would even be an issue, I'm not even going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about. But if the queue-free is going to be an issue, then I'm going to create a death animation right now, and hopefully the death animation's presence will just add enough extra time to the system that it won't break. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like redneck programming. Like, I'm just kind of making a really broad, vague guess about how I could get around this issue. And we're gonna see if it works. So let's do a death animation. So before I do that, okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, let's do that. I guess we'll keep those prints there. Public async task die. Okay, let's copy this position tween. Cat, not now. What? What, cat? Say something. Oh, okay. He's not. All right, so die. So position vector2.up. Yeah, we'll send it up. That's fine. And then there he goes. Position. Let's copy this line again. Go back to vector2.0. And I'm really curious, actually. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave that very bare bones right there. And then in my health component, this is probably very bad, but emit signal name of died, yes, that's fine. Private async void die. Let's say animator component is equal to owner.get first node of type animator component. If animator component, actually, I don't think I even need that. I think I can do this, actually. I think I can just do await get first node of type dot die. Yeah, I think that just works. So we're going to emit that signal so it's immediately indicated that this thing has died. We're going to play the died animation and then queue free after that. All right. And obviously we'll do some more work on the animation as well, but I'm just going to see if that resolves the crash. If it does, I'm going to be very upset. So he died with no problem, but again, the issue only happens when the imp is attacking, like, in melee fashion. Eek! Run, Necromancer, run! Still crashed. Oh no! Oh no! Wait a minute, I'm really curious now. If I just change this to be like 1 second up and 1 second down, so it's going to take 2 seconds for that animation to finish, is it still going to crash? I was hoping to get more done this stream, but I guess this is what it's turned into. Okay. So it appears that if the... What in the world is going on? So if the animation... So the entity that is dying has to exist until the imp's melee attack is done? Is that what's happening? That makes no sense. Where's my melee ability? Hey, Baka Bros Entertainment. Thank you for the $2. We go game dev streams too, but for Unreal, so fun. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, if anyone's interested in Unreal, check out their channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Oh yeah, physics system. So if you guys are interested in integrating a custom physics system, I actually integrated Chipmunk 2D. I found a C# implementation of Chipmunk 2D, and it was really fascinating. I was basically able to create my own nodes for physics that had all of the same properties as the Godot physics nodes, but it used Chipmunk running in C#. So I didn't even need to like build the engine or anything. I literally just had a physics system being ran on the C# layer. Pretty cool. Let's see. Instead of queue free, just hide and forget about it. I mean, I wish I could do that. I mean, I probably could. The game is small enough where it could just exist. Godot is very cool. I love it. I don't know, yeah, except for when there's errors like this and it doesn't give you any information about what's happening, but yes, it's cool generally. I like it a lot. Why am I not using the script tab and using the external thing? Because I like external IDEs better. They could do another year or two of Godot development on just the editor, and it will never be as good as standalone editors. Because standalone editors are standalone editors. They're only focused on developing the IDE experience, right? But yes, the Godot editor is perfectly capable, though, obviously, of GD script. I don't know about C#. I wouldn't write C# in the Godot editor either. Oh, NES physics, okay. Well, the thing about Chipmunk 2D is that it was pixel-based, and so I don't know if NES is the same way. Does a tactile reference anything to do with the entity at the tile? It does not, no. So I can go in here, so look. This only takes a vector 2 in a tactile right here. That tile right there. It calls face tile, which it references the grid manager component, but this is available always to everything. And then it references the tile here, which again is just returning a vector 2. So there's nothing in here that references that thing. Now I'm kind of curious. What happens if I change this to position tween? Is that going to do anything? So if I await a different tween. Pixel-based. That sounds amazing, yeah. Yeah, Chipmunk 2D. That's why I did... Yeah, that's why I ended up using Chipmunk 2D, because it was a pretty much one-to-one translation between the Godot 2D physics and the Chipmunk 2D physics. But yeah, the pixel-based is awesome. Oh wait, that's not going to produce a crash. I need to change this back. Okay. Oh boy, well, at least we can all hang out together while trudging through this madness. Is it that you need to await all three of the tweens and not just the scale? It's possible, although I don't think that would have any negative effects, because if I don't await the tween, then all that's going to happen is that the game is going to continue executing while the animation is still going. There's nothing that's inherently dependent on the animation. I just await it so that, you know, things don't happen all at once, right? But it's possible that maybe there's something there that I'm not realizing. So I am awaiting a different tween here. Okay, well that didn't help. Very interesting. So if I await the position tween, it doesn't... what? If I await the position tween, it doesn't crash. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just going to confirm that. So if I await the scaled tween... this has to be some kind of weird Godot issue, because there's it. I think we've done a pretty thorough audit of the code by now, and it doesn't seem like anything's wrong. Yeah, look at that. What in the world? I don't know. I have no clue. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to change this back to position tween. And we're going to file that one under very strange Godot bug that makes no sense whatsoever. I'm almost positive that there's something happening under the hood in Godot that is probably causing some kind of error. I'm somehow generating a very specific circumstance that the Godot engine code actually crashes. Because my code looks fine. Well, it looks like it doesn't have anything that would cause an error. We'll leave it at that. Whether it's fine or not is up for you to decide. That's so weird. My mind's been blown right now. Am I crazy? Like, is anyone else on board with me or what? Is a position tween longer than the scale tween? Hey Smog, welcome back. Am I on beta 4? I am not. I use beta 4 for Gunforged, but I'm using Godot 3 for this game because I intend to release it in a week. At this rate, we're going to release it never, but... is the position tween longer than the scale tween? I don't believe so. Let's see. Position tween is 0.2, 0.2, and 0.2. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it is. It is longer than the scale tween because we got 0.2, 0.1, 0.2, 0.2. So that's 0.7. Scale tween is 0.6. Create idle tween. I don't know why that would be a problem though, because again, like what would happen is I would await the scale tween being finished, right? And then I would just continue executing. But these other tweens, if they're not finished, should just continue executing. I mean, that's all that should happen. Like these shouldn't be dependent on each other. Basically, it's just up to me which one I should await first. Or which one I want to wait for it to be finished, you know? But we can give it a quick test, so I'm going to change all of these to 0.1. And see if it crashes, because then this will be the shortest one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 0.4, and then this will be 0.6. So if that is indeed the case, then I should see a crash here. Yeah, science. Nope, see, no crash. No crash. Now, let's do it the other way, right? So this position tween is shorter than the scale tween. Let's await the scale tween now, which is longer. This is a purely educational exercise at this point. All right, let's see. Crash. It's only when I await the scale tween that it crashes. It doesn't matter how long the other tweens are. What happens if I get rid of the rotate tween? Is there just too many tweens on the object? This is so weird. Oh my goodness. I should attach this VOD to a GitHub issue and be like, I don't know what's going on, but here's here's what's happening. Oh, my necromancer died. It's okay. Yeah, it only crashes when I await the scale tween. I wonder if it's related to the tween interval, because this is the only one that has an interval. Oh wait, did I do this wrong? It looks like scale tween is always the longest one, right? Wait a minute. Let's put this back to the way it was. So this is 0.7. This is 0.9 because of this tween interval. What happens if I get rid of the tween interval? Is that the problem? Maybe there's something weird with that specifically, because that's the only tween there that has the tween interval. Okay, no crash. Now let's put the tween interval back. I gotta fix all the input for this game as well. Crash, okay. So it crashes with the tween interval there. Now, is it because this ends up being longer than the position tween? Let's figure that out. So we're just going to do a tween interval and everything else is going to be gone. But what's weird about that is that it works until the entity dies. That's the part that doesn't make any sense to me. So no crash. I don't know what to say. There's no rhyme or reason to this. Okay, one final test here, and then we can move on. I'm going to change all of these to 0.05 so that this ends up being the shortest one. Okay. One more test, and then we're going to just be satisfied with not knowing what's going on. No crash. Wait, did we discover if removing the tween interval works? So it looks like the condition is, if I understand correctly, according to my calculations, is that when you have the tween interval and the scale tween is the longest tween, that's when it crashes. But if you have the tween interval and the scale tween is shorter than the other tweens, then it's fine. Is it the tween interval? All right, one more test, sorry. My curiosity is getting the better of me. I'm just gonna bump this up so that it's much longer without the interval and see if it crashes. Computers are weird, man. Crash. Okay, well. But if we get rid of the tween interval... Wait. I don't know. I don't know what the conditions are. I just don't know. I have no clue. I tried my best. I just can't figure it out. It's fine. We're just gonna await the position tween and we're gonna call it done. We're gonna shovel that one away in unsolved mysteries, and maybe that cold case will be cracked in 20 years or so. Let's see. Mercia, try to install 4.0. Are you talking about C#? You might want to check if you have all of your dependencies installed correctly and that Godot can see those dependencies. If this was JS, a promise.all would have fixed it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Azir, what?
What?
Yeah, the problem with this toSignal is it doesn't return a task, so I cannot do a JavaScript style promise.all. It returns a signal awaiter, and as far as I can tell, there's no way to await multiple signal awaiters. I think what I'd probably have to do, that's actually a good thing to do for the Godot utilities package, is I could make a way in that package of awaiting multiple signal awaiters. I think. Because I could basically transform that into tasks. Yeah, I might do that. Because being able to await for all signal awaiters to finish would be really nice. If you attach this to an issue in the how to replicate, just add all the previous VODs and videos. Clearly no better. DIY, yeah. Just rebuild the whole project following my my videos. You're probably destroying the entity before it finished animating. No, that's not the case. Because the entity that's being destroyed is not the entity that's being animated. This animation, this attack tile, is being played for the imp, and the imp doesn't go anywhere. The skeleton is the one that disappears. My guess is that the signal is waiting for a tween to finish, but then the tween gets destroyed with the entity. Again, that would make sense if this tween is being attached to the imp. It's not attached to the skeleton. It's not attached to the entity that's disappearing. It's attached to an entity that continues to exist. So, yeah, so it's in here. So this is the animator component. This is the node that all of the tweens are getting attached to. And it's in the imp scene. Now, the skeleton also has that animator component, but I don't think that that would be the case. Yeah, the crash is a mystery, I think. I mean, everyone's right here. Like, that's a good intuition that the entity is getting destroyed before the animation's finished, but yeah. Those are good, like, thoughts, for sure. But that is not the case in this scenario. IDK, how I should make it so that Godot can see them. What happens if you could try opening, like, if you're on Windows or Linux, open a command prompt or terminal and just, like, type in .net, right? .net. And if you get this screen with options and whatnot, that will mean that it's installed correctly and that Windows can see it. I think as long as that works, then Godot should work, but yeah, it destroys my brain too. But okay, we're just gonna drop that issue. Let's just make sure that awaiting that is good and finished. Let's see. Make sure that it actually changed, you know, what's called, what am I even saying? Make sure that it actually fixes the issue. Okay, let's do another one. Yeah, okay. Well, that's just how it's going to be, I guess. Let's finish up this death animation. One other thing I want to do is I made some changes to this. Should move and this. Okay. Put back the imp's AI functionality, and then go to our animator component, the cause of much consternation today. And we got this position tween, cool. And we want to do a rotation tween as well. So rotation tween, tween property. Visuals root, rotation degrees. Let's do -90, or do we want to do 90? Yeah, -90. I guess I could have done this in parallel, but oh well. Okay, this is going to be misnamed a little bit, but we're also going to do a scale here. Yeah, let's do this. Visuals root. Scale vector 2.0. And then point 2, we'll just copy this. Transition type and ease type. Okay, await 2 signal rotation tween dot finished. And then in my health component, await die. Okay, yeah, so we're good. All right, let's see. Oh no. Oh no. Why? Oh man. Come on. It started crashing again. I might have to abandon the tweens and just do an animation player if the tweens are going to be a problem. This does look like a very fun game to me. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm trying to make it a little bit more fun. That was the goal for tonight anyway, but we'll see how it looks like in its final iteration. I think it's kind of up in the air now whether or not my commercial game in 2 weeks challenge is going to be successful or not. But the game will be made available for you all to play, regardless of if I decide to actually price it or not. What is going on now? Holy moly. I fixed it for like 2 seconds and then all of a sudden it starts breaking again. Is it because I'm... What happens if I just call this like hamburger? I don't know, like, no, the variable name obviously shouldn't be doing anything, but I don't know what Godot is doing under the hood, so I have no clue. Kill him dead. Yeah, it's just started crashing again. Oh boy, well, I don't understand. Do you have to await the 2 signal call? Yeah, that's what 2 signal does. So 2 signal is basically just a way of getting back an object that allows you to await it in C#. I don't know if it's the same in GD script, if the 2 signal thing exists. Uh-oh, I'm in a corner. How things are going, there will be no game. Yeah, I'm with you right there. Are you using call deferred queue free or just queue free? Just queue free. Should I call it deferred? In my Udemy course, do I explain how to set up the external IDE? I do not, no. I use the Godot editor in the Udemy course. Mostly just for accessibility reasons, like it's just simpler to just use what's built into Godot, because then I don't have to worry about losing people when the IDE doesn't get set up correctly, you know. But I might do a tutorial, maybe just as a YouTube video on how to do that. But yeah. Alright, I'll be honest, I don't really know what to do. Somebody said to try to call deferred queue free. I did try that. I think the problem is in here though, this await. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's try it. I did try call deferred queue free before, but You know, one other thing I could try, which I don't know if it's going to work or not, is I could try removing the object from the scene tree first and then freeing it. I have no clue if that would even do anything. Probably not. My guess is no, it wouldn't do anything, but okay, this is not going to work. So let's just commit what I have. So what did I even do? I don't think I got much done, honestly. Okay, add melee to imp. So we'll just commit that, and then I can go ahead and start doing this stuff again. So less than 0. If should move and false. Okay, let's ramp up our ability to test this. I'm gonna take the player spawn position and move it up a little bit. Okay. Okay, now attack the Skeletron, please. No crash. Okay. So that's with call deferred in place. Let's put Q free back. I did use call deferred at one point, but maybe the conditions have changed enough where it's actually going to do something. All right, so we're not using call deferred now. No crash. Okay. But as soon as I add this tween, is it going to break now? Let's see if it breaks. Okay, no crash, but I think the crash only happens when melee happens, so... Very interesting. Let's see what happens. So no crashing anymore. Yeah. Well, it was a good try. So calling deferred doesn't seem to do anything because it's not crashing anymore. And it seems like it's just a intermittent issue, or perhaps the proper conditions aren't being created now for that issue to happen anymore. I'm just baffled. I'm just baffled beyond belief. I have no clue. Both wait until the end of the frame. That is true, yes. Q free does do that. I forgot about that. Is it possible to call Q free immediately after the await? Sorry for the night. No worries, Chad Thatcher. So I think what you're saying is call Q free in the method that is being awaited. Well, maybe not, but so that queue free is being called after the await here. So I think it's okay. I think it's fine. What type of software do I make in my day job? I work at a startup where we make a platform for people to host courses. I don't know if I should say any more than that. People can host educational content. Yeah, it's React. We use some backend stuff too. We got a JavaScript server as well, and also some cloud infrastructure stuff. So it's pretty fun. I like it. I fixed it for now. We'll see what happens. Am I going to add a decision timer to spice it up? Yeah, so I wanted to add like a countdown timer, but that might have to get cut. It was going to be some kind of timer that counts down and then does something at the end. So you have to like make the best decisions possible, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that, so I probably wouldn't. This literally makes no sense. Yeah, see? What happens if I don't await at all? So what will happen is that it will start the animation and then immediately queue free. And in that case, it might actually crash. Yeah, so it crashes. What? Let's get rid of that await. This might actually be... Let me think. We might be butting up against two separate issues at this point. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the animation of the skeleton doesn't matter. It's the fact that the skeleton is disappearing that it's causing an issue. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Let me just, out of curiosity, let me just print owner here. Let me just make sure the owner is actually what I think it is. Node 2D 2874. Well, that doesn't help. Owner.name. Okay. Let's see. Skeleton Warriors. Yeah, that's correct. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's finish up this death animation and see if it crashes anymore in the near future. Turn up the animation duration a little bit. This is good testing for the skeleton dying animation, though. Ease type in / out. I don't know what I want. I think I want it to go... I want it to go up and slow down. So I need to do out. So ease type out. And I think I want out for this one as well. And then out for this one as well. I think that's what I want. Let's see if that works. Oh. Gotta move him in place so he can actually die. Sorry, just playing with the numbers now until it looks okay. Basically trying to replicate what I had. Yeah, I think maybe this just needs to be quicker. Let's see. Goes up and then down onto the ground, and then it needs to maybe hang there for a little bit before fading out. Oh, I know why it's not working right. I gotta await the rotation tween. I was like, why is he just disappearing immediately? Yeah, this is certainly the most crash-filled development that I've ever experienced. That's for sure. I am still alive. I'm doing great, Light. How are you? Skeleton dying looks pretty good. Good. A little bit more to do here, but I think it's coming together. Can I do a quick run over of C# async await usage gotchas in Godot? So the big I don't think it creates new threads. I think asynchronous programming generally is using the same thread. It just is like able to do other stuff on the thread before it returns to what was happening when the await is finished. The main gotcha is that there's a lot of engine state that can change while you're awaiting something. So you may start a function with a node in the scene tree, right? That you know is in the scene tree. But if you await something that takes even more than a frame, then there's a risk that that node, depending on what it is, could no longer be there. So the gotcha is that after you wait a little bit of time, the engine state could have totally changed. And so that something may not exist anymore. There's another gotcha too, which is that, let me think about it. There's some situation where you can end up trying to call a function on an object that no longer exists, but I don't remember exactly what creates that situation. Oh, so like, let's say that you await a timer, right? So you create a scene tree timer, you connect a method to that timer signal timeout, right? And then you await the timer. Is that it? I don't know. There's something like that where you have to be careful of calling functions in an object that may not exist anymore after an asynchronous operation. Oh, no. It's I actually don't remember. I think it might be... Yeah, I don't know. There's something like that. I don't remember the exact scenario. Maybe somebody else, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, can pipe in, but... I just released the first devlog on my new game. It's a mixture of tower defense, survival, and bullet hell aspects. Awesome. Is that just on your YouTube channel that you're using right now? Everyone should go check it out. All right, let's check in on this animation. I'll give it a watch later, Cheesem, after the stream. Yeah, you're welcome. You are welcome. Okay, so there's something weird here going on. I mean, what else is new? Position, ease type out. Maybe I want to do in instead. All right, let's see. Okay, I think I can probably live with that. That looks fine to me for now. I'm gonna reduce the height at which those entities die. Let's kill an imp and see what it looks like when the imp dies. Because now that I've done that, that animation should just be used for everything that dies now. So let's see. I'm gotta run away from the imps. Ugh. So this is kind of what the game is going to look like. It's going to be, because the Necromancer has 1 health, so it's kind of going to be a game of just like, how do I avoid dying while also using my abilities to beat the level, right? And I think maybe what I'll do is I'll make this just difficult enough to where maybe there doesn't even need to be time pressure. Because you can see how it's kind of like chess right now, where like I'm kind of getting checkmated here and my ability's on cooldown. So now I gotta just like keep running in a manner that prevents me from getting got, you know? I'm gonna die. Oh no. Obviously this is a little bit difficult. You won't encounter 4 imps with 1 ability. That scenario is not gonna happen, but something like this might happen in the future. I'm gonna die. Ooh, they're not attacking me. Oh, you know what? Why are they not attacking me? Melee ability. Get entity at tile position. Well. Melee ability definition. Wait a minute. Get valid tiles. Here we go. Faction component. Faction value. Get entity at tile position tiles. Get tile positions in radius. I actually don't need to do this melee ability. I need to do... Get entities in radius. Sorry, I'm just updating this really quick to be more sensical. Entities.where. Grid manager component. So we're going to return the get tile position of entity. There we go. Okay. Cool. Oh, okay. I wonder why they're not attacking me, though. That's the thing. Maybe I'll just not move. Oh, no. I broke something. Oh, I broke something. Get entities in radius. Faction equals entity get first node of type. Why did this just break all of a sudden? Oh boy, I make one change and everything breaks. Let's print this entities count. I don't know why that's not working. There's got to be something wrong with how I'm fetching the entities, obviously. So it says there's 2, which is correct. There are 2 entities in my vicinity. Huh. I don't know what's going on here. Oh my goodness, I change one thing and it just doesn't work anymore. What changed between here? So I'm getting, in this old version, I'm getting the tile positions in the radius. Then I'm getting the entity at that position. And then I'm checking the faction. I'm doing the same thing here. I'm doing the exact same thing, except then I'm doing this select down here, get tile position of entity. Is this the part that's not working? I'm just gonna copy paste this dot length. All right, let's see if this works. I must be losing my mind tonight. Something's going very wrong. The game we're working on is a mix of Overwatch and Mario Kart. That sounds entertaining. That sounds awesome. 0. What? Oh. Yeah, because I'm an idiot. Right, okay. Oh boy. So this needs to be X here. Where the first node of type, okay. Now it should work. Okay, I was using the faction of the entity that's doing the melee attack, which is why it wasn't working properly. Okay, there we go. Oh, there goes my Skeletron. Okay, let's hop around a little bit. Oh, I'm in trouble. They don't seem to want to attack me, though. That's interesting. Or the Necromancer, rather. I'm gonna let this guy just attack. Because I want to see if he'll melee attack me. He doesn't seem to want to. Oh! Okay, never mind. He caught me. Okay, well... Alright, so this is shaping up pretty good. I think the 1 health is... I think there's something there. So I'm going to keep the Necromancer at 1 health, and I think what I'm going to do is just focus on giving the player tools to avoid taking damage. So, finish death animation. Alright, let's see. I watched the tutorial you recommended and it helped so much. Instead of people telling me how to fix my sprites, I got compliments. Awesome. Super happy to hear that. That's really great. Yeah, I think, you'll find that pixel art it's a pretty learnable skill. Obviously, there are going to be people that are just amazing pixel artists, but you can make very passable, very good-looking pixel art with just a knowledge of the basics. It's not that scary, so I would encourage anyone that's interested to try it out. Give it a shot, work at it a little bit, you'll be surprised. Cool, alright, well, that's another 2-hour stream for you all. I think that's about, what did I do, like 4 hours of streaming today? Maybe 4.5, so yeah. So that's it for this stream for the evening. Thank you all for watching, really appreciate it. You can wishlist Gunforged on Steam if you're interested, if you want to help me out. Be greatly appreciated. So I'm going to link it right here. And yeah, otherwise, subscribe and ring that notification bell to be notified if I go live again during the development of this game. I've got 1 week left, so got a lot of grinding to do to get this game in shape, but that's what I'll be working on. All right, thank you all. I appreciate it, and hope you all have a good evening. And I'll see you next time.